Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will try to put the SNC-Lavalin affair behind him today by acknowledging mistakes were made and promising to do better in the future. But while he'll adopt a more conciliatory tone, well-placed sources say Trudeau will continue to insist there was no unethical or illegal behavior involved. Rather, he's expected to attribute the controversy to a breakdown in trust and communications between his office and former Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould. The sources spoke on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly about the statement Trudeau is scheduled to make at an early morning news conference today. Trudeau's government has been reeling for the past month since allegations first surfaced that Wilson-Raybould was improperly pressured to stop a criminal prosecution of SNC-Lavalin and was punished for her refusal to give in by being moved out of the Justice portfolio to Veterans Affairs in an early January cabinet shuffle. Meanwhile, Conservative leader Andrew Scheer, speaking in Quebec City, said nothing has changed after yesterday's testimony by Gerald Butts, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's former principal secretary, and calls any apology by Trudeau insincere.
We don't want to live in the kind of country where powerful corporations, powerful people can get different treatment under the law. The corruption goes to the heart of this Liberal government, right to Justin Trudeau, and he refuses to accept any kind of responsibility. We find out in the last day that he's considering making an apology. He's got a focus group whether or not he should apologize to Canadians. That is so insincere. After weeks of denying that anything improper happened, he's now going to wait for some polls to come back as to whether or not he should accept responsibility.
Hundreds of parents, therapists, and union members are expected to gather outside Queen's Park today to protest the provincial government's changes to Ontario's autism program. Families of children with autism say the plan unveiled last month by Social Services Minister Lisa MacLeod will leave kids without access to the level of treatment that they need. MacLeod has faced severe criticism over the revamped program, which aims to clear a wait list of 23,000 children by providing direct funding to all kids diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum. The new program kicks in on April 1st, and families say they are still lacking details of how it's going to work. MacLeod says she won't be going to the protest on the lawn of the legislature because the tone of the debate has raised concerns about her personal safety. Her office says MacLeod has received threats against her life through social media and by phone, and a spokesperson says police have been contacted. Ron Taverner says he is withdrawing from consideration to be the next commissioner of the OPP, citing the need to protect the integrity of frontline officers. The 72-year-old Toronto police superintendent said in a statement last evening that he will not take on the role given the controversy surrounding his appointment late last year. Taverner is a family friend of Premier Doug Ford, and his appointment set off accusations of political interference in the hiring process for the province's top policing job. Taverner initially did not meet the criteria listed for the commissioner position, and the government has admitted it lowered the requirements to attract a wider range of candidates. Ontario's Integrity Commissioner is probing the circumstances around Taverner's hiring, and a now former OPP Deputy Commissioner has launched a legal challenge in a bid to force Ontario's Ombudsman to investigate the hiring. Brad Blair, who is also a candidate for the top job, has asked the courts to force the provincial Ombudsman to investigate that hiring. President Trump says he would be very disappointed if North Korea is confirmed to be rebuilding some structures at a rocket launch facility. Two U.S.-based websites reported the rebuilding, citing commercial satellite imagery.
Well, we're going to see. It's too early to see, but we have to solve a problem. We have a very nasty problem there. We have to solve a problem. The relationship is good. I would be very disappointed if that were happening. It's a very early report. We're the ones that put it out. But I would be very, very disappointed in Chairman Kim, and I don't think I will be, but we'll see what happens. We'll take a look. It'll ultimately get solved. Thank you all very much.